I got this from Target. The tag said it was a beer flight. It's unfinished wood, and I'm going to start by painting it using some vintage duck egg from Wise Owl Paint. And I painted the entire board and allowed that to fully dry. I then took these wood letters. I get a pack of them from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint all of those using some Wise Owl chocolate. Now, you can certainly use any colors of your choice that match your home decor. I personally love the vintage duck egg and the chocolate together. And I'm going to give them all a nice coat of paint, and then I'm going to allow that to fully dry. Next, I have this ribbon. It's like a burlap, and then it has the white floral pattern on it, and I'm going to take a circle shape, which I'm just using my 2-ounce paint sample, and I'm going to trace it on the back side of the ribbon, and I'm going to cut it out. Now, you can do this with any style ribbon of your choice. You can also use scrapbook paper, or you could just paint the circles a separate color. There's also a variety of ways you can decorate this as well. I just like the design on this ribbon, so I did not have scrapbook paper, and this worked perfectly. And I cut 4 of those. Once they were all cut and everything was dry, I just took my hot glue gun and I glued the circles inside the cutouts. And then I took my letters and I glued them on top of the ribbon. Now, while I'm looking at this, I do feel like this also has the shape of a bottle, so I don't know if that will give somebody an idea for this beer flight as well. And now, once they were all in place, I certainly could have just left it alone, but I took some of this Podge Dimensional Magic. It's almost like epoxy, but it's much easier to work with. You don't have to mix anything, and it just gives your project dimension. So I squirt it inside each of the holes, and it looks cloudy when you first apply it, but as it dries, it does become clear again. So I just put enough in so that's not overflowing on the outside of the circle, and I did this in each circle. And then that needs to dry for several hours, and as you can see, as it dried, it became clear. I took some jute and I just wrapped it around the top a few times and just tied a knot on the back side, and then I just cut any extra jute that I had right off. And then instead of putting the other hanger back on, I just took a thinner piece of jute and tied it at the top for my hanger. And there we go. Now we just have this very easy home sign that you can hang anywhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, transfers, tissue paper, stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials while you're there. Have a great day.